Wrong, right? And number 3 was what?
Five.
Was pork, right? Exactly. So I'm going to skip to number 2. I'm going to get back to number 1, which is what I really want to discuss in detail. But I first want to tell you about Doron. Now, it's a nice story. I think you'll like it. You'll like this story. Now, there was a mayor that was elected to the city of Brisk. I don't think any of you heard this story. There was a mayor that was elected to the city of Brisk 89 years ago, and one of the first things he wanted to institute in the city of Brisk was to close down the yeshivas. So the way the Jews learned how to survive in Europe was by doing what? Bribing. That's how you do it. You bribe. That's the only way you can survive. You bribe. So the son of the Brisker Rav came back to the Brisker Rav and told him, said, we're trying to bribe this mayor, but he's not taking the bribe. He was newly brought in, right? He was just elected to office, and he was a little uncomfortable. So he didn't know exactly, he wasn't ready to take the bribe. So, but we learned in the parsha that Yaakov sent the Doron. He bribed Yaakov. He bribed Esav. He was successful. So if Yaakov was able to bribe Esav, so they knew that the bribe's got to go through. You just have to figure out how you're going to do it. So what did he do? So the Brisker Rav's son came into the mayor. It was the middle of July. He came in and wore in a full fur coat with gloves on and a fur hat and everything. Full garb, right? Boots and everything, all works. So the mayor looks at him, where did you come from? What's happening? This is not Siberia. What's going on over here? It's Brisk in July, it's hot. What are you doing? He says, no. He says, my mother comes to me a dream, and my mother came to me a dream last night, and she told me that tomorrow's going to be a blizzard. There's going to be a blizzard tomorrow. And I looked at you. What's that one? He says, I'm telling you, my mother never lies to me. She came to me in a dream last night, and she told me that there's going to be a blizzard. And that's kind of crazy. He says, would you want to, so the Brisker Rav says, do you want to bet on it? He says, yeah. He says, how much do you want to bet? He says, are you willing to bet 1,000 rubles? Whatever, an enormous amount of money. You ready to bet 1,000 rubles? He says, yeah, I'm ready to bet 1,000 rubles. He says, okay, fine. So they shake on the deal. And naturally, what happens the next day? It doesn't snow. Okay. So what happens? Brisker Rav's son to the mayor, and he says, you won the bet fair and square. He says, here's 1,000 rubles. He says, I never dreamt that you'd come to, give me the money. He said, what do you really want? He says, well, they're trying to close down all the yeshivas in the city of Brisk. He said, he says, people like you, you're so honest. You keep your word. He says, why would they close down schools like this? He said, forget about the schools. We're keeping them open.
You give him the $1,000?
You get 1,000 rubles. That's how you bribe. Exactly. Exactly. So it's not, don't they take bribes? You just have to know how to get it across. You have to smooth it out a little bit.
Are you teaching us to be crooked, Rabbi?
So that's the way. So that's as far as bribery goes. Now, getting back to the things that I really want to discuss today is the concept of tefillah. Something that we don't necessarily have such an appreciation of.
Absolutely.
Now, getting back to Cyber Monday. One of the things I don't think you're going to see on Cyber Monday are landlines. I don't think they're going to be selling landlines on Cyber Monday. The only thing I saw was I don't know what it was called, I don't even know, Uma, yeah, that's the only thing I saw on sale. But as far as a regular landline, you're not going to see it on Cyber Monday. You're not going to see it. It's an antique. I'm telling you, boys, if you have any landlines, save it. It's going to be worth a lot of money. Just say it. Why am I discussing this? Rav Elio Lapian has a very fascinating insight. Somebody asked me today for God's telephone number. I want to talk to God and I want to know the number. 613. So the truth is, you don't need a number. I'm going to explain to you why.
You need a landline.
You need a landline. But you don't even need that. I'm going to tell you what happens.
Rabbi, I thought it was at 1-800.
Avram Avinu, Yitzchak Avinu, And Yaakov Avinu set up the landlines.
Got a free signal.
Avraham Avinu daven shacharis. Yitzchak Avinu daven mincha. Yaakov Avinu daven Meir. They set up the landlines that go straight to Shemayim. They did it for you. They did all the work for you. Let me explain something to you, which you might not even know. I've discussed on numerous occasions. When you pick up your phone in New York and you talk to Israel in 1970, let's say, before they had satellites, before they had cell phones, before they had landlines. How do you think it worked when you picked up the phone and you spoke to Jerusalem? How did it work? What do you think? It went through the air? Went through the pigeon? Where were the wires?
Went through an operator.
Where were the wires? What optic wires?
No, I said an operator. It went
through the operator. She
You had to call.
She had a big voice.
You had to call a station.
Yeah, and then what?
And then they directed your call.
How did it get to Jerusalem?
Down through the radio waves.
What radio? It's a telephone. It's not radio.
It doesn't matter. No, it uses.
Maybe it's Sam. Don't be mean.
Uses frequencies. No. How did it get there?
Underwater, no?
Underwater. What you did is there were boats that laid down cables. There were cables, AT&T, Bell, telephone.
That's very cool. AT&T was an actual provider back then.
They would lay down. They would lay down cables on the ocean floor. It would connect to Europe.
That is actually.
And then it would go over Europe, over land, over the wires. We didn't have any more probably. And it would get to Israel somehow. Correct? We see that what. When you pick up a phone, you just don't talk. It has to go. You have to lay down the cable work. Correct? Right. Who laid down the cable work to allow you to talk to God? Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. Exactly. They laid down that cable work. And that's very important over here. We have to appreciate that when we open up our mouths in Shacharis, Mincha, and Ma'ariv, why is God listening to us? Why is God listening to us? Because we have an automatic telephone line that goes straight to Shemayim. Because not because of me. I didn't do it. Avraham did it. And that's what Tefillah is all about over here. We have to understand and appreciate what our Avos did for us. And that's what we're reading about over here. So when I'm talking to Hashem and I want to know what's his number, you don't need to know. You don't need the number because the number's already been dialed. And there's an open line of communication. It's an open line. The communication's there. You just have to open up. Sometimes the line can be a little staticky. Sometimes you might not hear the sound so clearly, but the line is there. And if there's static, it's because there's something wrong with your receiver. You're doing something that's causing static on the other. The message is coming down, it's just that you're not hearing it properly. Correct? Just like, again, can you get Radio Alaska in this room?
No.
Definitely can. Absolutely can.
Oh yeah, of course you can. I mean,
you can get any radio station in the world in this room. All you need is what?
Wi-Fi.
You just need the proper receiver.
Yeah, all you need is iHeartRadio, and then you can listen to any station you want in the world.
As long as you have the proper receptors, you can get anything you want over here. Correct? You need the proper. So in order to hear the message that's coming from Shemayim, you just need the proper receptors. That's what's happening over here. Okay. The last thing Yaakov went through over here, gentlemen, was Milchama. He went through war, had a fight. Now Yaakov doesn't come out unscathed. He comes, that's right, he comes out, he's hit on the side. Why did the Malach hit him on the side over here? Why did he hit him over here for? He couldn't conceive, it was impossible that this person's a human being. He said, someone, a Malach, fights with Malachim. Right? Who's capable of standing up to a Malach? The Yetzer Hara. Who's possible to stand up to the Yetzer Hara? He comes with full fury. And nobody can. So he hit him. He couldn't believe he's a Malach. Because Malachim do what? They stand straight. They don't bend. Their knees don't bend. So he hit him on the side to see is he a Malach or not. I can't believe it because only human beings can bend. Let's see, can he bend? You want to hit him over there. So Yaakov Avinu doesn't come out unscathed. He does. And as somebody said, and who was it? It refers to that limb, the Gid HaNosheh. Hit him on the Gid HaNosheh. Right? Yaakov Avinu was hit on the Gid HaNosheh. And because Yaakov Avinu was hit with the Gid HaNosheh, we don't eat from that. We're not allowed to eat from the Gid HaNosheh. When was Yaakov healed from that? When was Yaakov Avinu healed from that wound, from that injury? When the sun rose, right? Like daybreak, it was already healed. Correct? In other words, what do we understand over here? Yaakov Avinu is the Jewish nation in exile. The Jewish nation in exile, that's what Yaakov is. He sees everything's dark by Yaakov. Yaakov is shachar, is meir. It's dark, things are hard. Right? Yaakov Avinu is hit. He's hit in the Gibeon, he's hit in his heart, he's hit in the hip. And the Ramban says in Chumash, what did that represent? That represented the generation that was almost annihilated. The Romans made a concerted effort to destroy Torah from the Jewish world. The Romans saw what Torah does for the Jews and they wanted to completely destroy it. And that's what the Gid HaNoshe represented. But as we understand that it represents the Gid HaNoshe. Now we have a tradition that there are 365 limbs in the body, correct? 248 limbs and 365 sinews, right? Ligaments and things like that. Good, the Gid HaNoshe is one of the ligaments, correct? And the 365 represents the different days of the year. Which day does the Gid HaNoshe correspond to? Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av. The Gid HaNoshe corresponds to the day of Tisha B'Av. Why Tisha B'Av? Because that's the day that the Jewish people were knocked down, correct? But what do we do with the Gid HaNoshe? What do we do with it? We throw it away. We throw it away. Meaning what? We don't pay attention to the Gid HaNoshe. Right? We don't pay attention. You knocked me down. You hurt me. You injured me. That's true. But I don't let it do what? I don't let it keep it down. I throw it away. I don't like saying Hebrew, I don't make yeches. I don't relate to it. I don't take that into consideration. You hit me, that's true. But I throw it away. Right? That's what it's all about. Right? We don't accept defeat, basically. That's what Yaakov said. I don't accept defeat. Okay. Now, after Yaakov Avinu was injured, this is something that people tell me all the time, they want to take baby steps. They want to take baby steps. So you know what? Yaakov Avinu also took baby steps. After he was injured, I doubt he could do the marathon. So he also took baby steps. He didn't stop, but he didn't sit down. No, he didn't stay. He took baby steps. Correct? He still moved on. He didn't let things do what? Destroy him. He didn't let it destroy him, right? He knocked me down. That's true. So I'll take baby steps. How do you teach a baby how to walk? You want to teach a baby how to walk, what do?
You hold it.
You don't hold the baby. If you hold the baby, the baby's never going to learn how to walk.
You let him fall.
How did I relearn how to ice skate? I kept starting being, I kept holding on to the back, the bar. So I was afraid I'd fall. I was afraid I'd fall, just like a baby. Right? I was very unsure of myself, and every time I kept holding on to the bar. Till eventually I did what? I put up enough courage and I started pushing. And I kept going. It went. Correct? So how do you teach a baby how to walk? You're going to hold on to the baby. The baby will never learn how to walk. You have to do what? You have to let it go. You have to let the baby go. Now the baby's frightened. Correct? The baby's frightened. Sometimes it might fall. But what? You have to let it go. Correct? You can't keep holding on. So when people want what they want to take their baby steps. Correct? They want to take their baby steps. And they want to come close to Hashem. But they want Hashem to grab onto them. But if Hashem's going to grab onto you, then what's going to happen? You're never going to learn how to walk. You won't walk. You'll never learn how to walk. You won't have that self-courage to keep going on because God's going to hold on to me. I can't have God hold on to me, correct? I need to have that freedom. I have to see that and I have to realize that when I want to take the baby steps, it's going to be that way. That's what's going to happen. And the last thing I would like to share with you is, I'm fascinated. I don't have it in front of me here, but I'll try to tell it to you from memory. God calls out to Moshe, and Moshe says, Hineni. Moshe says, Hineni. And the Tosfos, the Zikain Bali Tosfos quote Medrash, and the Moshe Rabbeinu was criticized. How dare you use as an expression that the Avos used? This was something that the Avos used to name. What does Hineni mean? I am here. Very good. I am here. I heard this speech, I heard this spoken by the son of Rabbi Pinchas Teitz. Rabbi Teitz was the rabbi of Elizabeth, New Jersey. He died, I don't know how many years ago, But anyway, I used to, when I was younger, I used to listen to a shir. He used to give a shir in Yiddish once a week on Motzi Shabbos. And he used to give a shir. Daf HaShavua. We took baby steps. People would laugh at him. You're learning a little bit for a half hour once a week. How much do you think you can learn? How much do you think you're going to accomplish by learning a little bit? A half hour on a Motzi Shabbos once a week. How much do you think you're going to learn? Right. So over the years, Masechtas were learned. We used to go to the sea, went to the sea home and everything. Over the years, you did it. Correct? Rabbi Tice came to Elizabeth. What did he see in Elizabeth? Like I pointed out to Yehuda on Friday, on Thursday, when we went ice skating, went by Eretz Shul. What did he see? Sand, just sand. When he came to Elizabeth, New Jersey, right after the war, what did he see? A midbar, a desert. No yeshivas, no nothing. Was nothing Yiddishkeit-wise in 1945 in Elizabeth. Nothing there. But he understood the rule. What's the rule? What did the Avo say? Hineni. What does Hineni mean? I am here. This is something each one of you has to pay attention to. What does I am here mean? When Avraham Avinu was given a mission, Yitzhak was given a mission, Yaakov was given a mission, they all said Hineni. You're being given a mission. Every single person there has a mission. And what does Hineni mean? I. What does I mean? Me. The mission, God's talking to me. He's not talking to who? The guy down the block. Correct? Where does God talk to me?
Here.
Where does God talk to me? Open the Torah. God's talking to me, correct? Right? Good. We're davening what? We're talking to God. When I open up a Torah, I open up a Chumash, I open up a Gemara, I open up a Shulchan Aruch, God's talking to me. Right? So that's number one. God's talking. He's talking to me. Not the next guy, not the next guy. He's talking to me. That's number one. I. Don't push it off on somebody else. Number two, am. The word am means what? It's in the present. Not was or will be. Right? I will be here. I am here. I'm here right now. When God talks to me, He's talking to me when? No. Right now in the present. He has a message for me right now. He's talking to me right now. Not 5 years down the line, not 10 years down the line. Now when I turn 65 and want to retire. No. He's talking to you from the day you were 13, God's talking to you. When you're born, He's talking. If the message starts coming through, right? He's talking to you right now, in the present. And where does He talk to you? Here. Where's here? Right here, right over here. You don't have to do it someplace else. I don't have to go anyplace else to learn Torah. I don't have to wait 5 years to learn Torah. Wherever I am, I can build Torah. And that's something very important for us to remember. Don't wait until my friend comes, or after this, after Hanukkah, or what. I have all sorts of ideas. It's not somebody, Torah number one, it's not talking to somebody else, it's talking to you. Number two, it's talking to you right now. You don't have to wait till after Hanukkah. You don't have to wait till after Pesach. You don't have to wait till after you finish your college, whatever it is. God's talking to you right now. And where do you do it? Right in front of your face. You don't have to go someplace else. Right over here. Wherever you are, God's talking to you right now. Torah is mobile and moves all over the world. Correct? That's why it was put on poles. They carried the Torah wherever it went. Torah is mobile. You don't have to practice Torah in one specific spot.